It was a 3-0 win for Manchester United as they wrap up their Premier League season on a high note. Third place in the league was guaranteed last week, but all but confirmed with today's result. They did get third place. Yeah, it was just a great game for United. Great season for United after the disaster we had under Ruben Amorim last year and the disaster we were having to start this year. But Carrick came in, did a job, solidified United in third spot. So let's talk about it and what will be a mix of both a Premier League season review and obviously normal Manchester United match review. Manchester United 3-0 against Brighton, going over the goal scores. Patrick Dorgu assisted by Bruno Fernandes. It was a corner in the 33rd minute. Bruno sends it in. Dorgu gets his head on the ball, puts it past the Brighton keeper. Was some talk, was it no goal, own goal or not? But they gave it as a Dorgu goal assisted by Bruno. So that would be the record breaking assist for Bruno Fernandes, which is awesome to see. Bruno, absolutely stellar season. No words can describe how good he was. Definitely deserving of the player of the year, the PFA player of the year when he eventually gets it. If they give it to Declan Rice, it's a sham. And yeah, Bruno, incredible performances all year long. Incredible performance today. 44th minute, Brian Mbuemo would score, assisted by Ahmed Diallo. Nice little quick passing play between Mount and Diallo, and then just squares it to Mbuemo, who fires it into the wide open cage. And then finally, in the 48th minute to start the second half, Bruno Fernandes does the opposite of what he's been doing all year and actually scores a goal for once. It's by Patrick Dorgu. Bruno Fernandes, a nice little outside the box or quickly. I don't know if it was like slightly inside the box or outside the box. It's kind of fuzzy in my memory right now, but a nice little finish. Pass for Bruggen to give us a 3-0 win today. Nothing much after that. I'll be completely honest, I did turn it off late because of a certain other game and certain way results were going at once. I did want to see how the relegation battle would end up. But yeah, United did their job, a good result. Or going over the stats, possession 49 for United, 51% for Brighton. Expected goals, United had 1.8 expected goals compared to the only zero point 0.8 of Brighton's. Brighton did have more shots, 13-11, but on target, United win there 7-2. Fouls were 11-8 in favor of Brighton, and United won 3 corners United won 3, Brighton won none. So, going over the actual performance of players today, to start the game, I thought Brighton were the better team. They didn't have any threatening chances, but they controlled play better. Both teams were a bit sloppy. Wasn't a pretty start for United. I thought I'd know how this game was going to go at the start of it. I thought Brighton maybe we're going to get a result today. Just hoping maybe Bruno could get that assist. But then for some reason around like the 30th minute, after they had a stoppage, like a water break or heating break or whatever they call it. After that, United just turned a gear and decided to play Brighton out of the park. Start off with a Patrick Dorgu corner goal, obviously assisted by Bruno. And yeah, the record breaking assist for Bruno. I could go over so many ways on how good Bruno Fernandes is. And then yeah, United got another one. They were just dominating. It was like quick passing, nice like 1-2 plays. If this is how Carrick ball is gonna be, I think I'm going to be a fan of Michael Carrick. I think this could be the guy who brings United back to the top. And it was just an overall phenomenal performance. Sonny Lawmans wasn't really tested today, so not much there. No real threatening chances for Brighton. Luke Shaw, good performance. 30 out of 38, so I got to give credit to Luke Shaw. Thought there could have been some debate of him being on the World Cup squad for England. He was not. We'll go over more on the England World Cup squad in a later video, probably either tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. Yeah, Luke Shaw, fine performance. Martinez and Maguire, again, good performances. Harry Maguire will get lots of coverage in that World Cup video. He, I thought, was like clearly robbed of being on the team. Nusayr Mazraoui, solid performance, hooked in the 74th minute due to a potential injury. Hopefully, it's nothing too harsh. But yeah, just solid performance from the right back all around. I think him and Diogo Dalot, I think they're fine options. Could there be an upgrade at right back? Maybe, but I think he can go into next year with Mazraoui and Dalot as your right backs and be fine. Center backs, I think, for the most part, are fine. You can maybe use an additional guy there. Left back, I don't mind some strengthening. I like Luke Shaw, but you can't ever trust him to be healthy. And with Malacia on his way out, and with Dorgu seemingly becoming a left winger now, definitely could use some help there. Into the midfield today, Kobe Mainu, 37, got a yellow card. Absolutely wonderful performance, and definitely a good audition for him. He made the World Cup squad already. A good audition for Tuchel's team. Maybe this guy deserves a few more minutes than maybe originally planned for him. Absolutely great performance. The ball just sticks to the guy like it's glue. It's incredible what he can do with the ball. Had some nice long passes today and was a really good defensive presence for United. If they want maybe a guy like Rice going more forward for England, if they want Bellingham in like an attacking mid role, I could definitely see Kobbie Mainoo potentially starting in that midfield for England. So good. Mason Mount also a really good performance today. Did a good job replacing Casemiro. Didn't feel like there's any negative stuff from Mount today, and did help set up United's second goal. Patrick Dorgu, wonderful performance, a goal and an assist. The header goal. I don't really remember the assist much. I just remember Bruno getting the ball and just whacking it past the goalie. There's a potential offside there, but other than that, nice performance from Patrick Dorgu today. I thought he was a bit sloppy at the start of the game, but definitely put in shouts for potential player of the match. In the later half of the first half and parts of the second half, he did play. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they think of Dorgu. Is he more of a left winger? Is he maybe a left back? Do I want him back in that role? We'll have to see, but it's the nice versatility that I do like in Dorgu, and he's definitely a good investment United did make. And yeah, I'm happy to see how Patrick Dorgu does at the World Cup, and how Patrick Dorgu does in the future for Manchester United. My player of the match, Bruno Fernandes, number 8, goal and assist. What a performance for Bruno, the 21st assist of the season. There's not much that I can say that doesn't already describe Bruno Fernandes. He's just one of the best players in the world. I'm gonna have a video out after the UCL final on my top 10 on who I think should be winning the Ballon d'Or. I'm not saying I'm gonna have Bruno Fernandes on that list, but it wouldn't surprise me if I do sneak him on there somehow. Obviously not winning it. I think the only shot Bruno would have at winning the Ballon d'Or is if he goes on and has an incredible World Cup, 10 plus goal contributions, wins it. I think that'd be the only way you could even consider Bruno. Incredible season. I can't believe there were talks about selling this guy in the summer. Glad we didn't, because without him, we might be where we're Tottenham are at. Bruno is just incredible. There's not much else I can say that describes Bruno Fernandes. Like, it was like absolutely terrible. He was being used as a central defensive midfielder to start this year. He should be in that cam. He should be in attacking positions, and once he got into those attacking positions, put in a great performance for United. Amad Diallo, I thought he was okay last week against Forest. Today, really good performance. Looked good against Brighton. Obviously, this is a World Cup tune-up for Ahmad. Got an assist, so on the ending the season on the right note for Ahmad. Hopefully the 26-27 year for Ahmad is Amad Diallo season, especially with all the competitions we'll play. There'll be a bunch of games for him to get into and a lot of minutes to share. Brian Mbeumo got the second goal, so again, good ending to the year for Mbeumo, especially with getting a goal last week. Only played about 70 or 74 minutes today. Yeah, just a good performance end of the year from Mbeumo. Happy with Ahmad and Mbeumo, two players who had been stinking it up lately, but got on the right note today, and we'll hopefully see a good year from them for United next year. And Mbeumo, unlike Ahmad, will have the summer off with no World Cup, so rest now, get to training, and come in the 26-27 on fire and see movies made. It's going to be a fun year for United. As we went over the defense, for the midfield attack, obviously there'll be need change in the midfield. You're losing Casemiro. You should be losing Ugarte because he's just terrible. Mason Mount, I even wouldn't be surprised if he's gone. I do like Mount as a squad player and wouldn't be opposed to keeping him, but you'll need at least 2, probably 3 midfielders. For the attack, I wouldn't be against the left winger. I think you're fine right wing. I think attacking mid, you're fine. Wouldn't mind a second striker for Sesko. Maybe a more older guy. And there's a guy in this game who I wouldn't be opposed to being that second striker. Cough, cough, Danny Welbeck, I'm home. But yeah, United, there'll be changes to the squad, but the midfield's the main area. You need a guy to play with Manu and Bruno, and you just need depth. The subs today, Shea Lacey got some minutes, which I'm happy to see. I thought he had a few nice moments, but wasn't his greatest showing, but wasn't bad by any means. Joshua Xerxes, it is what it is. With Xerxes, I thought he had a bit of a stinker. There was a couple bad touches in there for Xerxes and wasn't his strongest performance. Tyler Fletcher got some minutes. Nice to see for Darren Fletcher's kid. Looked actually pretty solid in his minutes. And this gets in my head. He's a Scottish. I think he represents Scotland. It's either him or his brother Jack. One of them represents Scotland, but when I did some research, I think it's Tyler. Wearing 39, brings me back to Scott McTominay. So we'll see if he could be the next McTominay. But it's a solid performance today, honestly. Looked pretty good in his limited minutes. Lenny Yoro didn't, obviously, not much to say. Solid performance, I guess. Didn't concede once he came on, so can't complain. And then Tyrell Malacia, again, same as Yoro. It's his last match with the club. Didn't concede once he came on. And I'll be honest, I don't know how past the full 90 when I turned it off again to watch Everton Tottenham's ending. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me on this United Brighton game. I thought United, again, better team, good performance, and a good way to end the season. Upcoming though, I will in this video be talking about the Premier League overall season. We'll go over all the table, the top statistics and whatnot. And yeah, let's get into the Premier League, see how the season went. So here we go, the Prem season review, end of the season table. We'll also go over the stat leaders. As you can see there, Premier League trophy next to the Arsenal logo. You can tell who won the league. As for the table, first place, we got Arsenal, 85 points and a positive 44 goal difference. Second place, getting Champions League, will be Manchester City with 78 points. Couldn't win Pep's for well game. Couldn't even get a point out of it. Couldn't win Pep's for all season. Don't ever compare this guy to Fergie again. Third place, Manchester United, 71 points, also getting UCL. Aston Villa, 65 points. They'll get UCL. They were getting UCL because of the Europa League win, but now this eliminates the extra spot that would have gone to sixth place. Fifth place, Liverpool will get UCL, 60 points. Sixth place, getting Europa League, if I'm not mistaken, will be Bournemouth on 57 points. Also getting Europa League will be Sunderland on 54 points. If I'm not mistaken, there is potential for Crystal Palace to join them if they win the Conference League. I think. I'm not fully sure on how that works, or if one of them would get bumped to the Conference League and then Brighton would get robbed. We'll have to see. No one won the Carabao or FA Cup, so it could be different. Eighth place, as they're now getting Conference League, I would believe would be Brighton. So interesting to see. A couple new fresh faces in Europe in Bournemouth, Sunderland, Brighton. Again, potentially Crystal Palace again. Ninth place, Brentford, 53 points, just missed out on Europe. 10th place, Chelsea, do not get Europe this year. So that's going to be an interesting summer for Chelsea. Potentially Enzo Fernandez leaving, or Fernandez, I don't know why I get mixed up when calling Bruno Fernandes. It's just fun to say. So Enzo Fernandez could be leaving. Who knows about what other squad changes they'll come in with Xabi coming in. I mean, they'll probably go to his three at the back formation. Could use a center back. Could use a midfielder to potentially replace Enzo. Obviously, you'll have Palmer. You'll have potential pieces you can build around, but should be a fun summer for Chelsea. Well, not a fun summer, interesting summer for Chelsea, more like, as obviously with no Europe. That's like even United this year. Yes, it was a good, fun Premier League season, but no Europe just it gets annoying at times. So with Europe, hopefully United, more of a fun season can build up, potentially continue to try and catch the top of the top in the league. And for Chelsea, it's just where do you go from here? 11th place, Fulham on also 52 points. So Chelsea had on goal difference. 12th place, Newcastle, 49 points. So from UCL to out of Europe. I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle has another good year next year because that's how it goes. They'll make Champions League, then they'll drop off a bit. They'll make it back to Champions League, then they'll drop off a bit. It seems like that is the Newcastle plan. 13th place, Everton, which I see I add an extra T there, but I don't care enough to go and edit it. 49 points for Everton, -3 goal difference. So 13th based on goal difference there, just behind Newcastle. 14th place, Leeds. So Leeds, two of the teams who got promoted, staying up. 47 points for Leeds and -7 goal difference there. 15th place, Crystal Palace, 45 points. As you can see, I do have that asterisk there, we'll call it, beside the number 15, because they could still get Europe with the Conference League, but who knows how that final will go. It's nothing yet, or nothing played yet. I think they're playing Rayo Vallecano. Obviously, once the final is there, we'll know if Crystal Palace does get into the Europa League or not. So I'll have to watch that match on Wednesday. It should be a fun one. 16th place, Nottingham Forest, who were in that relegation race for a long time, but did escape. They'll stay in the Premier League. 17th place, Tottenham. Unfortunately, Tottenham will stay in the Premier League with 41 points. Then the three relegated sides, West Ham. So interesting summer for West Ham. Will Bowen go? Will Matheus Fernandes go? It's likely he will, and likely Manchester United where he'll be heading, which will be fun to see. And yeah, it's just going to be a interesting summer for West Ham into the championship. 19th place, Burnley get relegated. So again, continue to be a yo-yo club, does Burnley. We'll see if they can get promoted straight back. Could be tough with two, let's say, seasoned Premier League teams up joining them. Also relegated will be Wolves on 20 points. I wouldn't be surprised if these three teams come straight back up, but at the same time, you never know in the championship. I mean, the three teams who are getting promoted to the Premier League are Hull City, Coventry, and Ipswich. Three teams who I believe actually, well, Ipswich, how long were they in the championship for? Was this their second straight year, or were they in the Ipswich might be a team who's like a yo-yo. I'm not fully certain on that. They were in the Prem last year or the year before. I get them confused with Luton Town a lot. If like they even might have been in the same Prem season. That's what you confuse that. Coventry and Hull just weren't in the Prem. So 3 new clubs come up. It should be a fun season. As for the stats, goals, Erling Haaland led the way with 27. Brentford's Igor Thiago, 22 goals. Really good season for him. Obviously, there were a lot of penalties in there, but other than that, a good season for Brentford striker. And then the Bournemouth and City man, Antoine Semenyo, 17 goals. Obviously made the switch in January. Good year for him. Wasn't enough to try and help City win the league, but did give it his all. As for the assists, as you can see, again, my GOAT, Bruno Fernandes, 21 assists, the Premier League record. Absolute wonderful season for Bruno. Man City's Rayan Cherki, 12 assists. Good first year in England. I thought he's a really good player. He was someone who I would have taken at United. Obviously, when City did have that Europa League clash against them last year, where did try and taunt our fans a bit. So no love lost there. But yeah, Cherokee's a really good player for City, and will definitely be someone who can help build. Or they can build around with Maresca coming in. West Ham, Jared Bowen gets 11 assists. Wasn't enough to keep them up in the Prem. So we'll see what happens to him. He's a really, really good player. Will definitely be some good depth for one of these or any of these squads. Could potentially be a Liverpool replacement for Salah. Wouldn't be shocked seeing that. Would it be a step down? Probably, but Jared Bowen's a good player. Definitely another player probably should have been on the World Cup squad. As for the clean sheet leader, Arsenal's David Raya. Great year for him. As much as everyone does talk about how good this Arsenal defense is, every time I watch United versus Arsenal, David Raya will make an incredible save out of nowhere. He's a really good keeper. And if he won't be starting for Spain this year, that's their loss. I think he'd definitely be deserved of it. So we'll see what happens there. But David Raya, as much as the Arsenal defense gets credit, I do think David Raya is a very good keeper and could definitely be in contention for best in the Prem. Donnarumma for City got 15, second in the clean sheet list. So solid first year for Donnarumma. Did have some mistakes that you could say helped cost City the league, but nothing too vital. Had a solid season overall. In that Michael Carrick's first game against City, played absolutely incredible. It could have been like United won that game. I think it was 2-0. Could have been like 7. What a performance from Donnarumma that day. And obviously, a solid enough performance as City did still get second in the league. And then Crystal Palace's Dean Henderson, 11. Solid year for Henderson. There's a few guys tied, but when I made this yesterday, Henderson on 11 was the name showing up. And today was like Pickford, but I'm just not going to change that if they're tied. So yeah, good year for Dean Henderson. A couple guys, again, there were tied for 11. So this is my like Prem review, the overall stats and table review. It was a interesting Prem season. Arsenal, they finally got over the bottle drop nickname. They won the league. Hopefully they don't win the Champions League. We'll be seeing that next Saturday. And yeah, Bruno Fernandes set a record. Erling Haaland wins his like 7,000th Golden Boot. And it'll be exciting to watch the 26-27 Premier League season. I hope United can finally break the streak and get number 21. I mean, this could be a sign. Bruno Fernandes broke their assist record of 21. So what's next? United re-breaking the Premier League record, winning number 21. That's it for me today for this Manchester United and overall Prem season review. I'm Owen from Owen Talk Sports. Thank you for watching, and here's to the 26-27 Premier League season in a couple months.